I've met all kinds of people who have played Palia. I have met younger people, older people, people from all over the world, and you all are so incredibly talented. Like, I can't even really just describe how talented you all are. One of the cool things about Palia is that, like, 10,000 years, we have no idea what happened between the time that the humans disappeared and the time that, they've reappeared. Everybody has their own story, and this particular person has theirs. This particular person happens to be an artist in real life, and they play on a Switch. They, like many, have been overwhelmed by the building blocks, myself included. I kind of get a little analysis paralysis when it comes to what the heck do I do with this. They're an artist in real life, and they decided to build a sculpture. I don't know what that is, but I know that they teased that to me, while we were talking. They tell me that they are eclecticore, but maybe practicore, not really sure. We're gonna go find that out. You're gonna let me know also what you think in the comments. How many of y'all also had tree grets? We don't really have to worry about that as much these days, but they spent a lot of time rebuilding their forest. So I'm so excited to check out this next plot, and I hope you are too. All right, let's get into it. Hey, it's Vinny Commit. I am back with another Paleo tour. I'm here with Esmeralda Starlit Moon, who is a Switch player, and I am so excited to check this out. Esmeralda, you're my tour guide where we're going. I just want to
Hello.
check out all this
I think we'll
stuff.
start with the very front of the house. Good
Yes.
timing.
Oh, I love
Um,
the framing. Love the framing, the big trees and everything too. Ooh, we got some stuff all over the place.
yeah, yeah, there's things everywhere.
Ooh, shiny. Ooh, shiny. Ooh, shiny. I know, right?
I also wore a shiny outfit today.
Yes. That is awesome.
So the first thing to look at is my entrance lighting area. It's
Oh.
styled after this like lighting element at LACMA, the Los Angeles Museum of Modern Art.
Oh.
Um,
Oh, yes. Yes. You
yeah,
are
kind of
singing
for my
to lots of people right now. You don't know it, but
a little spin.
yeah. No, that is so cool. I know what you're talking about. That's a really cool reference. I haven't seen
Yeah,
it in
I don't know, I
person,
got it
but
in my
that is
head
so
and I had
cool.
to do it.
Totally.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
got this in my head and I was like, "This has to happen." And then, of course, the dragon just as the entrance, like, sacred dragon,
I love
and I
that.
guess we go straight into the house.
Excellent.
Um, this is just sort of like a foyer, obviously the first room I ever built in the game.
I am not going to let you minimize any of this. This is so nice.
So like yeah, you have like your area where you can drop your keys and throughout this home you'll see there's a few different eating areas, but like this is like my main sort of um just relaxed eating space.
Heck yeah. You can have pasta and watch people, invade your plot,
Exactly. Yeah, it's a perfect spying area to see who's coming on the the plot.
right?
Yeah, and then just like my I think I'll make a fire. They just say I'm a fire person in the game.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. It's
Yeah.
cool to like how people have worked in different elemental aspects into their house.
Right.
I just love how everything's decorated. I already know this is going to be a treat. So yeah, I'm following you. Following
So
you.
we'll go to the formal dining room here. Yeah, this one's a little bit kind of out of my comfort zone, like personally, just the colors and everything, but I really wanted to use a light colored floor and make
Oh,
sort of like a clean, fancy room.
oh, yes. If
Yeah.
this is out of your comfort zone, then I can only imagine what's in your comfort zone. I mean, this is really, really nice. Really nice. I love how
Thank
everything's
you.
just so laid out. And I want to cite something in particular, which I know you told me a little bit about yourself. We're going to save that for Q&A, but your use of lighting against the wallpapers, it brings a certain element of that out. So
Yeah.
that's so cool. painting with light is a big thing here in Palia. So yeah, I'm here for
Yeah,
it.
I think it's actually one of my favorite elements. Also, just in general, I'm a light person. I like mood lighting in my house.
Yes. No big light, always fairy lights, right? I know lots of folks that are
Yes.
like that.
This uh this
Oh,
centerpiece was actually inspired by one of you guys's like the tour where you had the four big houses.
oh yes, yes,
And I always
yes.
had the the cooking stuff in the middle, but it looked just kind of floating out there. And so when I put this in, I like it just really changed it and I love it.
You got a little coffee bar area. I love the okay, I mean there's so many different elements here to point out. The Paltech stuff for making like a furnace. You have mills, you got like a comfy carpet, It is everywhere you look, it's just like you have little touches of things. And I love this little coffee bar over here. I mean, like what house
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah, the
have a
important
coffee
thing.
bar? You are incorrect if you don't have a coffee bar.
Yeah. And I'm in preparation for a big party, so you've come on the right day.
Ooh, nice. Yeah. I love that. Like you got a fancy spread here, tacos, hot dogs. You got a
Yeah.
mix of fancy stuff, you got a mix of everyday stuff. It's like there's something for everybody.
Yeah, I really wanted this space to look like kind of like a working kitchen, but also to make sense for just basic cooking needs because it is like it's a chateau.
Yes. Hey, when in doubt, pinky's out. Am I right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we will actually out the back door is my garden and everything, but we'll actually go back through the other side of the house.
Just wanted to do a
Um,
little spud time right there. Acknowledge the spud.
oh yes, yes. I have hidden little spuds here and there.
I love that. I love that. Hidden spuds.
So this is kind of the main like sitting room, and I think
Oh.
it's actually one of my favorite rooms. I love the colors.
Again, yeah, pointing out the lighting here, right? You have a definite transition in the mood. It could also be the fact that we're, in a different time of Palia, but like the transition in here is a little bit more noticeable, right? With the lighting, the colors that you chose.
Yeah.
You have this nice little study area again for spying on people while you're checking out your rock
Yeah,
collection.
exactly. And yeah, this was like again, I think this was probably the second room I ever built, so it's really homey and it was like before I really knew what this house was going to become, this was built. So I it really feels like, one of the original sort of
Yeah. Yeah.
inspiration. And
That is
then
super
through
cool.
here, I call this the great room.
Oh.
So this is the party room. Like right now we're standing in the dance floor.
Oh, nice. Nice. I mean,
We're
every
serving
floor is a
dessert.
dance floor if you're dancing on it. Am I right?
Yeah. The whole area can be danced in.
Exactly. Yeah.
We're currently serving dessert.
Nice.
I might be the kind of host who serves dessert first.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that, right? You got to carb up.
Yeah, exactly. So the interesting thing about this room is the walls were actually like that teal turquoise color, and when I put these lights in, it sort of turned into like more of a greeny teal. So at
Yeah.
first I didn't like it, but I love the lighting, so I just went ahead and accepted it.
I absolutely love the lighting too. There's a certain grandness, majesty, like the moment that I walked into this room. And when you said the grand room, like
Yeah.
there's so many different elements that just clicked in my mind when you said that. It's like, that makes sense.
Yeah. And then your bar um set up. It looks like three people are ready set up to enjoy sitting here, but also there's a bartender and then just like
Oh
all the
yes.
herbs and the fruits so you can have like the best drinks.
I bet you and I know lots of people would probably predict Reth, as a bartender, but
Yeah.
nah. Stick Zeki back there. I bet he makes some good drinks.
Oh yeah, probably. So this is like the kind of official warm living room area. The
Oh
Chappas
yeah,
have taken, well, the plushies have taken it over.
I'm not surprised.
Um, yeah,
That's
so
what
you've
they're
got a
there
few
for.
different things going on in here. There's like a nice vista out the window here. It's
Are
probably
you
one of
trying
my
to
better
hatch a
like,
dragon or what?
yeah,
You're incubating your
100%.
egg?
I am a little bit witchy. Or a lot, depending on who you talk to.
Hey,
Um,
nothing wrong with that.
I feel like this little Chappa corner, or I keep calling him Chappa. Is that a Chappa?
That's a choppa.
But yeah, this is like how would you call it? A like a little area to sit and do oh gosh, I can't think of the word. Just like make things, like a little
Oh yeah, a
area
little
to sit.
crafting area.
So, crafting. There we go.
Yeah. Yeah, no. Words are hard. I know.
Yeah. And of course, like my favorite lighting fixture is the Hacian antler
Oh yeah,
chandelier.
totally. Totally. And the furniture that you chose for this, the everything is just in its place, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then this wallpaper, I just loved it, and I basically the whole room is built around the wallpaper because it really gives that kind of like a native vibe
It
or
does. Yes, it does. Absolutely. Like a almost like a like it's not exactly like wallpaper, but it's almost like a stretched leather, you know?
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I felt like the bits of blue pops kind of like folded
Yeah, that's
together and they just kept it sort of simple in here.
definitely. Although I'd argue that it's anything but simple. I like I simple is just kind of it's like I hate using that word only because it's a minimizing thing. Like it's not it's peaceful.
Oh
It's
yeah.
calming.
Yeah, exactly. I definitely because it's you got the great room and the party room, I did want to separate it. I even put like um you know the drapes in between to separate it and keep it
Oh
kind of
yeah.
like as a relaxed chill room away from everything else. So this was like the beginning of the bedroom wing, and this is my sister's room.
Oh, that's cool.
So she's got kind of like a sitting area and then her bedroom, a little meditation nook, and she's a
Nice.
hunter, so I got her Hacian picture up in here.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That is cool. I like again like you mixed in your greens. I don't see too many people use the winter lights wallpaper.
Yeah.
But like how you have it in this little nook with a single candle. I mean that is really nice.
Yeah, I love the candles. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah.
Actually, I put that wallpaper in early on, and then this last week I tried some other stuff and nothing worked as good as that, so it
Hey,
stayed.
if it works, it works. Absolutely.
Yeah. And then down this way is my like master bedroom suite. I do have a glitching wall, so hopefully it's not glitched out, but
No, I'm not worried about it.
yeah.
As I was walking through the three hallways there, like the longer corridor, I loved how
Yes.
you didn't use the same wallpaper throughout. Like they
Oh
were
yeah.
slightly different, and that's a cool trick.
I did not mention this when we were walking through the main house, but every wall in the main house, if you go from like the kitchen all the way to the great room, it goes like dark light, dark light, dark light. And I kind of kept that with that too. It goes, like white, purple, white, purple.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah.
No, I
This
and
room's
that's
pretty,
that's a fantastic point, right? Because when I was walking to the different areas, there's a temperature change, and
yeah,
that is a very very subtle thing. But just changing the wallpaper to be a slightly different shade hue, like
yes.
it's a very powerful thing. It's a very powerful thing.
Yeah, I really like it. It's like takes you on a journey through the house.
Yes.
Um, This is like my little orator area where I can practice my speeches.
Ooh, nice.
And, and then, of course, just, like, you have to have a witchy room in Palia, I feel like, and, so yeah, I've been working on this little bit by little bit every time, you get some item that the NPCs give you that works for this. I've just, like, run in here and can't wait to figure out where to put it.
Oh, yeah, that is so fun. That is so fun. I love that.
Um,
Like, I know so many people that do that that are just like, "Ooh, I know exactly where you're going."
yes. So this is my dressing room,
Awesome.
and, I've got, like, Kenyatta's picture up there with her fancy dress that I helped design, or that we all helped design.
Oh yeah.
And, Ref was, like, my first, NPC that I pursued dating, so he got his picture in here.
Heck
And back
yeah.
in this corner is actually my bathroom. It's the one bathroom in the house. Um, so yeah, I really like this room.
Ah.
I've
This
seen a
wallpaper
few.
here is always such a challenge to work with, but when people use it as accents, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I definitely found that if I do like two
Wow.
walls, like kind of a solid, and then two walls print, I could get away with pretty much anything.
That, as you're talking, I mean, people are this I know it's a toilet, but I mean, let's be honest. Like as I turned over here, it's like that is like you made the most important toilet in all of Palia right there.
Yeah, you need to be zen.
Yeah, you got to be zen.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Okay.
That's fascinating. I've toured over like 100 homes, probably like close to like 150 now, and even I'm learning things. Like I hope that you all are on the other end of the screen or taking down some notes because I am getting schooled on little tricks. Really cool.
I think we'll go out the back door
Okay.
and we'll check out the garden to the right. So this, and actually right here is my laundry area.
Ooh, yeah. I like how people have, repurposed the cutting boards to look like folded clothes or
Oh
notebooks.
yeah.
It's so fun.
If I hadn't seen everybody else's ideas, I don't think I would have come up with a lot of these things. Like a lot of this is like little ideas that other people had, and you're just like, oh, genius.
And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Some of the best ideas are iterative. You see what somebody did and you put your own spin on it.
Yeah. So this is the back porch to the kitchen. And then if you go down here, there's just like a little nook. This was the first little nook in the house that I started building something,
Yeah,
in like an outdoor nook. And so it's just like an outdoor shower or
that's
outdoor
cool.
bathing area. And then when we got the tiki stuff, it became like a little bit more of a hangout zone.
Yeah, have a bath, have a drink. I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
exactly.
And
I
just a
feel
pretty
like you would
walkway.
have, just you just have all the NPCs over doing your bidding over here. You just got people
I wish
people
they would
serving
all come over.
drinks. You're just like, I'm having my evening bath. Bring me a drink, please.
Yeah. So, this is kind of like the kitchen garden, and then up here is the sort of like anything that relates to um the garden as far as like the workstations.
Yeah,
And always somewhere to sit down and relax. Like that's
always. Yeah, that is
a
super important.
necessity.
Great use of
Yeah.
lighting, of course. The little pops
Yeah.
of color.
And then I'll take you to what I call my work forest.
All right.
Um, and then we'll go over to see the little animals, but the little animals are surrounded by purple trees. So if you stay on the edge of the purple trees, you most likely won't scare them away.
Well, yeah, I'm following you. So
But my workforce is back here. So this is just where all the rest of the equipment is to, do your business.
exactly. No, I like that.
And then we'll come back around. There's a secret area up there, but we'll check that out later.
Okay.
And we'll come back around and see the little chappas. Another just like cute little outdoor seating area with fun lighting.
I love that though. That is really cool.
And here is probably one of the best places to see the little fox.
I
And
I love the little babies.
I know they're so sweet. And this is an over decorated seating area that you
I mean,
can
if you're gonna
try
have
out
a
if you
seating
want.
area, it might as well be over decorated.
Yeah.
But it's cool though, because it's just kind of a little safe zone, you know?
Yeah. And then we've got the little bird, and then we'll head actually to the other side of the house. So this is obviously a little picnic area, but that again was like probably one of the first things I ever built was like the little makeshift, picnic carpet, and I put
Yeah.
the flowers around it, and then it just got bigger and bigger.
Yeah. No, I love how you mix all the flowers together.
So we're gonna check out the kind of museum area of the property
The
and
kind of
the
museum. Okay.
gardens, the fancy gardens.
Nice. Definitely cool emphasis on places to sit. Like you create spaces, and I think that is where a lot of the magic of this plot is like you're
Yeah.
like how you have just you don't just take a pergola, like you make it and it's like we're gonna have seating here and you can just sit down and stare at the flowers that are hanging.
Yeah. This whole area was one of the harder areas because I had to squeeze together all my ideas into one small area. So
Oh
to
yeah.
separate them, I just put, trees and lights. So the first space we'll go into is the
I'm just checking
fish
out
house.
this radial design that you have around this
Oh yeah.
tree with the boards. That's
Oh yes.
cool.
Right. Yeah.
All right, yeah.
So first we'll check out the fish house, the fish museum.
Sweet.
I got no, I got all but one fish. So I'm missing a willow lamprey.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I love how this turned out.
I like how you decorated it too. And it's you know Palia is one of the few games, in my opinion, that allows you to showcase accomplishments this way. You're like, this is a really hard fish to catch. Here's a star quality. You can actually display it,
Hmm.
and that is really cool.
There was a period where I really thought I was not going to get the ancient fish. It just was so fast, and I feel like fishing is one of my personal heart. It's like the harder thing.
Right.
So you can actually get to the bug area over here, but we're going to enter from a different side.
Okay.
Um, this is just a tiny little chair that I just think is so cute. And
Yeah,
I have
definitely is.
another little bath, secret bath area. This
I'm
one really just
sensing a
came
pattern
together
here.
recently. Yeah. I suppose since this property is a lot like a retreat property, it makes sense that there would be places for many people to hang out.
Yeah, totally. But I mean, let's be honest. They're all for you.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes.
You're like, I
Um,
think I will take a shower in the East Wing today.
totally. So this was originally going to be an extension of the bug house, but it's mostly just a nice little walkway and to enter the bug area. This is the one area that makes me glitch the most, so I'm going to run around it, but I'll meet you
Okay.
on the straight across on the other
Yeah, no
side.
problem. No problem. It makes sense. Honestly, to have the bugs on the outside and the fish on the inside, you know, Like,
Yeah,
feel like the bugs would have more breathing room, so to speak.
totally.
So,
And so that they like, didn't disappear, I felt like the pine trees worked really well to like as a backdrop.
absolutely.
Now we'll follow this little walkway, which I actually only just put together yesterday, this part we're standing on.
That's cool.
This area was like just very hard for me to make it look like it made any sense because I had built that radial wooden area before. So I like really love how this turned out.
Yeah, me too. Me too. It's definitely cool patterns. And I like to capture those kind of things because when people are like, what the heck do I do with this? Well, now you know.
Yeah. Yeah,
Ooh,
the little tiny pavers really lended themselves to being used with another paver.
yoga?
This is clearly the yoga section, the yoga area, and
Yeah.
we've got a little dragon who's going to teach class.
You have the little thing where you go bong. I don't do yoga.
Yes,
I'm speculating here.
yeah, I do think that's a sound bowl.
Yeah, sound bowl. That's see, I mean you would know what the proper terminology is. I'll just sound silly.
Yeah. And so now we're gonna head to a little area that I think we talked about earlier. I consider my character, she's an artist.
Yeah.
She's a famous artist in the Killam Valley. Um, and so she builds weird things. So I built a small little area to hang out over this and watch the waterfall. And you can
Ooh.
actually just walk along it, you won't fall off as long as you kind of stay in the center. Um, and so yeah, you can take a seat, look, see the waterfall,
Oh, nice.
have a cup of tea. I actually am like 2 items away from item limit. So yeah.
It's a
Okay, so
nice
now we're gonna head
waterfall. Yeah.
back
You're
to the
like, all
other
right,
side
you're
of
done
the
commit. Let's move on.
I'm like, there's a lot to see.
Yeah, hey,
We're gonna head to the
I'm
other
used to it.
side, and we're gonna go see my how would you call it? Like my crowning glory, my sculpture. It's like an
Yes.
interactive sculpture. So as you enter it, there should be like, beautiful lighting. And then there's, kind of the little arrows to make sure you know where you're going.
Yes, I
um,
need this. I need arrows. I need guidance direction.
so hopefully it's not too hard to get up. But yeah, this actually started as a fountain and then it went crazy. So it was
Hey, I
just going
mean,
to be a little sculpture fountain
if
originally.
there's one thing to go crazy with, it's going to be the building blocks, you know?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So yeah, depending on you can go any route on this and you can see different things. So you've got like your frogbird area, they're lusting after bugs.
As they do.
Um,
And Frogbert actually is looking at the bug, like, because their eyes are actually looking up and outward, but they are
yeah,
just keenly focused on that.
that's exactly
That's too
very
funny.
focused on that little snail. And then if you head back over to the other side, you've got a chapa roasting a mushroom,
Oh yeah.
and
The
then a
choppas and the
few.
mushrooms, they just I don't know. They remind me too much of myself doing my best. I'm doing my best.
And then down this way, I won't go down there because again, I don't want to like have my switch shut down, but
Yeah,
there's the dragon plushie.
that is super cool.
Yeah.
That is super cool.
And then if you jump down, we'll go see the the final area, which is my tree house.
Yes.
So I originally was on I was on the original plot and I built this tree house on the original plot, but when I moved it over to this plot, it just made so much sense. So if you just go straight up, you shouldn't fall off, but
Yeah.
I usually fall off once.
I made it. Yay.
Yeah. Yay.
That's
So we've
cool.
got just
This
a seating area and then an outdoor bath.
don't minimize it. Like, this is cool. I mean, it's really cool because like the landscapes have been monumental in adding new areas. Because like, let's face it, like the default plot, it got us by. It got us by. But like having these different parts to it, um, enabled us, especially with the building blocks, to build other spaces.
Yes.
And you got lots of really cool places.
And then this was always meant to be like the lookout for the telescope, but then it became like a fabulous romantic getaway.
Yeah. Keeping Handari all to yourself.
Yep.
It's a really cool view too from up here.
Yeah, I love the two waterfalls and you can see the mountain. I love that. Yeah, so this is the plot. Um, and then I think we'll head back down to the seating area. It's probably my favorite spot for just hanging out.